You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park.
When Khabib Nurmagomedov chose to retire and relinquish the UFC lightweight title, it paved the way for his teammate, Islam Makhachev, to take the spotlight. After Charles Oliveira's interim reign, Makhachev claimed the championship and now holds the top spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. Makhachev was already a respected fighter, but he continues to show noticeable improvements with each appearance in the octagon. His relentless work ethic and drive, much like those of his mentor and coach Khabib, are key factors in his consistency. Since Khabib has taken the helm of training sessions, fans have heard tales and seen evidence of the rigorous training regimen he imposes on his team. With Makhachev headlining UFC 311 on January 18th in a rematch against Arman Tsarukyan and Umar Nurmagomedov challenging for the bantamweight title in the co-main event, the intensity hasn't waned during their time at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas. In a recent chat with MMA Junkie, Dominance MMA manager Ali Abdelaziz shed light on the grueling training cycle Makhachev subjects his sparring partners to. He noted that fighters need recovery days just to be ready for sparring sessions with the lightweight champion, and this demand has only increased recently. Listen, we have to give his training partners days off from training for them to be ready for sparring day. Seriously, we have to help guys emotionally. I grappled with him the other day and I was like, what the hell am I doing? I can hold my own against anybody in grappling, somebody my size, but I felt like I was a little kid playing with a bear. This is how I felt. I was like, there's no sense in me even training with this guy ever again. In a way, I felt bad because I'm a man, but in reality, I felt so confident how good Makhachev is. Joaquin Buckley showcased a dominant performance against Colby Covington in last month's UFC Tampa main event. Yet, the fight concluded in an unsatisfying manner when it was stopped by the ringside doctor due to a severe cut on Covington's face. As the match went on, the cut grew worse, leading to worries about possible damage to Covington's eyelid, which led to the stoppage in the third round. In a YouTube video called My Honest Reaction to UFC Fight Night in Tampa, Covington discussed his viewpoint, insisting that the fight was closely contested and that he was not overwhelmed. There was a little cut that happened, Covington said. I rewatched the film, it was like minute 2, it was like a headbutt. It wasn't from a punch. So, that's the only thing that really limited my potential to be at 100% was the fact that I had blood draining in my eye. I couldn't see. I'm seeing 3-4 different people. It's hard to keep fighting through that, but that's what I signed up for. I'm a gladiator. This is what I love to do. In moments like that, I show my real character to push through and rise up stronger. So it's unfortunate that the DEI doctor stopped the fight early. I feel like the fight was just getting started, and there was a lot more that needed to be settled in there. I showed up for the company on 2.5 weeks' notice, he explained. I wasn't even training. Didn't have any training partners, didn't get a proper training camp like this guy. He was in training camp for 12 weeks. He was preparing for the best version of someone. I'm coming off the couch. This guy got me at 30%, and I still should have beat him on no notice.
Young Eagle, I got a question for you. Habib said today, because today's your birthday, he said to me, yeah, you're 29 years old. He said, Coach, he's no longer Young Eagle. Don't call him Young Eagle anymore. What do you think? You agree with him?
Coach, it's not make sense if we look at for that like that. He's an eagle, right?
Yeah, he's old
eagle.
Eagle.
My older brother.
Yeah, older
right?
brother, yes.
And if you're looking like that, I'm the younger brother and younger eagle. Young eagle, it means not age. It means like new generation.
Yes.
It was never been about age, right?
Right.
And we can't be both eagles.
Yeah, he's senior eagle. You're young eagle.
Yes, he old eagle.
Old eagle. Yeah, he's old.
if I eagle, just eagle, he old eagle.
He's old eagle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Right.
So there you go, Habib. You're old eagle. This is young eagle.
No, I'm eagle.
You're
now
eagle.
I become eagle,
No,
but
you're young eagle.
But between us now, people gonna call him old eagle.
Old eagle, yes. Because you're younger. He's an old guy now.
He already retired, and I think 18 January, coach, I'm gonna deserve this name.
Yes.
Eagle.
Eagle.
No
eagle.
No more young.
No more
just
young.
eagle.
Eagle. Okay, done.
Daniel Cormier believes that 2025 is primed for Ilia Topuria to make a significant impact in the UFC. Topuria had a remarkable 2024, securing the featherweight title by knocking out Alexander Volkanovski in February and then defending it against Max Holloway in October. This impressive run crowned him as MMA Junkie's 2024 Male Fighter of the Year. Although Cormier didn't view UFC 298 and UFC 308, both of which were headlined by Topuria, as the marquee selling events of the year, he said those experiences laid the foundation for Topuria to become one of the UFC's marquee stars as 2025 begins. You have to beat the prior generation to take from it, Cormier told MMA Junkie. It's like professional wrestling. The old champion gets pinned by the new champion to build. That's why the Ultimate Warrior pinned Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan didn't like to get pinned, but they needed him to get the rub. And now, what Ilia is going to do is take a lot of that shine from Volkanovski and Max, especially if Volk gets a rematch and he beats him again, into what will become a global superstar. The future remains uncertain for what Topuria's year will entail and how effectively he can leverage his current momentum. An event in Spain with Topuria as the main attraction could potentially have a substantial impact. Cormier's primary concern revolves around the quality of opponents Topuria will face. A rematch with Volkanovski would be a notable bout, but other contenders like Diego Lopez, Movsar Evloev, Brian Ortega, and others lack the proven draw of past stars. If Topuria reaches that stage in his championship tenure, Cormier suggests that these matches will be the real test of his ability to attract fans. I think he's still got work to do at 145, Cormier said. Unfortunately, he's going to beat the guys that sell early, so he's going to have to carry Diego Lopez. He's going to have to carry Evloev to numbers, because the numbers in the weight class now for the last 9 years have belonged to Volkanovski and Holloway. He's going to have to carry those new guys because they don't have the cash that these last two had. UFC legend. Nick Diaz is known for his antics outside of the octagon. In a video that was just released, Nick Diaz is shown to get into a heated exchange with another man in a parking lot.
Be all right. I'm gonna be all right.
Hey, bro, chill.
But he talking about, oh, you don't know who they are. I don't give a fuck who it is.
I'm gonna send you my shit down, bro. Look at bottom line is you're gonna be all right.
We don't want any problems. I said that.
Right.
I'm trying to
What do you
resolve
want
the
to do?
situation.
Hey, honestly, what do you want to do though?
What do you want to
Do
do?
you motherfucker?
What you talking about?
We're good.
You're all right.
Everything's fine. We're leaving.
Because I don't get down like that. Like
what?
It was an accident.
what you mean? You talking about, do you want some? What are you talking about?
Look, I said you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay or what?
You said, do I want some or what?
I said, what is it that you want?
Oh, that's
Do
what you
motherfucking
said.
want some?
We don't.
Want some or what?
Look, everybody.
That's what I mean, what?
What are we talking about here?
Everybody was out. It was an accident.
Come on, let's go.
Why are you trying to make a? We go our
I'm not trying to make a big nothing out of it.
That's it for all of the MMA news for today. Please subscribe, like, and share to support the channel.